Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man, shit, nigga. They tear their head over, nigga. I pray where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now, all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how it's evolved. vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on the life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas, not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the fence. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I wasn't danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Promise I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and no restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court, from the DC school. I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and that's not really fair. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. ISUPK until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now I got the upper hand. Gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jam. Shit, I needed help. But Swan was locked up in the judge put man on the shelf. Had me cry cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie, pop smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I don't give a love a fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love a fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm really no man, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad at this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, go through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Batman, nigga. She know I'm a prophet, she gotta be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit till I go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' the different breed of black men. We don't do the back thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Don't use some rank, I told. Line up in these ranks, we sold. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one rest, one break. But never take up as a flex. When the law with you ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh, Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck the shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching in. They act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come under command and general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like with they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. We unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better hide the women, hide the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. In the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be fresh as hell, take a picture. And we professional with the scriptures. Play, we gon' scratch them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on the slide that I know about this when I send with the gun with the slide on real. I get the order, you know that this slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die for real. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got 9s, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like bitch or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come under command and general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh.
I on the table.
I ain't finna tell you how I got away with this shit.
If I'm more right, that's good business. She look good, but hang with dumb bitches. Tell her I'm way too fly for one sister. And then she leave a piece, I won't miss her. Won't put a ring around it, oh, no. Bitches for the street like basketball goals. I always knew she let that lane hit her. Won't get a cent from me, I ain't simple, bitch. Now I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. No, I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. You civilian out. Nah, failure out. I ain't gonna work it out. Cause I ain't regular out. I ain't regular out. You's a regular out. Took that bitch back. And she done fed you out. Look how you living out. You look scary out. Can't fuck that bitch right. Cause she be getting nailed out. You won't forgive her, ain't it? You wanna love her, don't you? Just know that love ain't for you. It's for the world, homie. I got some real homies. We don't pretend, homie. ISUPK, 1 West, we kicking field goals. Let that bitch lead, ho. She got them D's, though. With a little steak and ass pussy, she be going beast mode. She HIV, ho. You dirty ass skeet, ho. Don't get that shit up out your chest, bitch. Say what you gonna do now, what you gonna say now, what you gonna do to me? It is UPK, I'm shot too deep, bitch, better Google me. I put these girls all in my training camp like I relieve. I say what I do, not do what I say, bitch, what the fuck you mean? If I'm more right, that's good business. She look good, but hang with dumb bitches. Tell her I'm way too fly for one sister. And then she leave a piece, I won't miss her. Won't put a ring around it, oh, no. Bitches for the street like basketball goals. I always knew she'd let that lane hit her. Won't get a cent from me, I ain't simple, bitch. Now I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. No, I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. You civilian out. Nah, failure out. I ain't gonna work it out. Cause I ain't regular out. I get paper, bro. Got my standards up. You a munchkin out. Catching these out. Check my favorite out. I'm a player out. These niggas top block. Taking lead out. You shouldn't be worried about these broke ass bitches. And don't compare yourself to simp ass niggas. Had to shine a lot of these desperate ass women. Cause they be tripping hard, acting like they different. But a bit be basic, bit be horny, bit be naked, drinking, faking, stankin', ashamed, dirty, mouth bit be faking. I don't get too fucks about you, I wouldn't have put no baby in you. Bit be saying they got that paper, look, they let me itch. Done caught the penalty, hit my energy, got me feeling me. Ice hitting on these diamond teeth that's into me. And I'm getting right and I'm stacking up and I'm getting to it. And these niggas hate but they can't touch cause I'm bulletproof. If I'm more right, that's good business. She look good but hang with dumb bitches. Tell her I'm way too fly for one sister. And then she leave a piece, I won't miss her. Won't put a ring around it, oh, no. Bitches for the street like basketball goals. I always knew she'd let that lane hit her. Won't get a cent from me, I ain't simple, bitch. Now I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. No, I ain't gonna work it out. I ain't regular out. You civilian out. Nah, failure out. I ain't gonna work it out. Cause I ain't regular out.
Let her goddamn love them age damn dick, she love, nigga. Ain't no taking nothing back. Cause I ain't regular out.
You can try. Probably got street. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatah. Yahweh Shema Alatah Bashim Yahushua. To the Akim and the Aklakim. What I said in the Hebrew is Yahweh, which is the Father's name. You know what I'm saying? In the name of Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, to watch over our sisters, you know what I'm saying, and to bless our brothers. You know what I'm saying? So we salute our brothers and our sisters in the ISUPK in our ancient language. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ask for it back. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ask them how to read and write it and had them teach us it. You know what I'm saying? The Spirit of the Lord was upon certain men in the ISUPK to learn our history. You know what I'm saying? Paraphrasing John chapter 14, the Holy Spirit which is the Comforter. He shall come and teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance. So, Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai for the ISUPK and this truth. Yes, we have our language, we have our culture. You know what I'm saying? This is the Brotherhood class. I'm Precinct Officer 500 Nahar Ya'ala. You know what I'm saying? Out of ISUPK Syracuse. Wow. You close? And what we do is we teach so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that they are God's chosen people, the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And what we also do is put the spirit back in our people that was taken from us through slavery. Cap did a class yesterday about the Willie Lynch syndrome. You know what I'm saying? The Willie Lynch letters. You know what I'm saying? We have the book. In the book over there, we have the book. And it was so heavy. And I have a topic. The topic is about drugs, drug addictions, where it come from. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure most of y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But we, of course, this is the ISUPK, so we bring all the sins of the so-called white man to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your Christian. This is your Catholic. This is your Gentile. You know what I'm saying? That you want to be saved from the Most High God and to be forgiven from his sins without punishment. So we bring those to the forefront to make it more easier for you to understand why what's going to happen to him is right. You know what I'm saying? So we have the Willie Lynch letter. It talks about, I'm gonna read the last page I was on. It says, take this little list of differences and think about them. On top of my list is age, but it is there only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. Then there is intelligence, size, sex, status on a plantation, attitude of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on a hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. So what they do is take our differences amongst each other. That I'm a man and you're a woman. You know what I'm saying? That I'm tall and you're short. I'm big and you're small. I got fine, nice hair, and you got nappy hair that's gonna break the comb. They take these differences and in the paragraphs above it, it said they make them bigger than what it is, meaning they instigate. You know what an instigator is? A person might be going back and forth with another person. You got their brother in the background, like, oh, are you gonna let him say that to you? That's the so-called white man. So what he'll do is he'll go to the ghetto and get a brother and make him famous. He'll get the dumbest brother he could. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll get one of the most handsomer, the more handsomer brothers. Get him, give him some money, and turn him against everybody else. Now, if you don't look like this man, you know what I'm saying, it's a problem. What they did with Chris Brown, they got Chris Brown, he was what, 15, 16? This is the man. Singing and dancing and twirling around. That's your man. If the man don't add of him, they got Usher. They did the same thing. And it's like good men versus bad men. You know what I'm saying? To the point where the rappers was against the R&B artists. To the point where Chris Brown had to actually start rapping. And like, yo, man, y'all, because they think I'm soft. Because what the white man do is turn us against each other in all assets, all angles. Go ahead.
And it's like I was about to say, like how you brought up Chris Brown. Same thing with like Bow Wow. Same thing with like a lot of the also like even Michael Jackson.
Right.
What they did was they go get them as the babies and be like, all right, boom, we're gonna make you have the world see this how black men should be.
That's a fact.
Most don't be soft.
And then it's an attack against what black men really are. You know what I'm saying? Because you got men in the ghettos, you got men in the barrios and the reservations that's raised up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to put these men in our face and you change it. So real quick, we're gonna go into the story. Can you give me the story that's our real star? Where with the sister, and I was trying to tell Cap about it because what you sisters do when you pretend to be men, when you want to have a woman, when you want to go outside the natural order, when you want to be what they call a stud, what you do is you anger the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? In the way that the things were set up. So like they don't speak about the violence in this community. Like the violence in this community is outrageous, more than in the natural. You know what I'm saying? Because you got two women, a man, half these women, they don't be gay. These women be having men, having kids by men, and there be situations going on. And then things like this, altercations come about. And it's really sad for us because we lose in the end. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the topic, drug addiction. We lose in the end. The white man don't lose. He might lose some money when you die from an overdose. Now you can't buy those perk 30s. You know what I'm saying? He might lose a couple dollars. Man, they got a family. It was like a family, a pharmaceutical family. They made billions of dollars off of Percocets. You know what I'm saying? Billions and billions of dollars. And they're making them illegally. They don't have permits or license to even make them. The government knows it. And they made them responsible for all that opioid epidemic. The opioid epidemic. They took them to civil court. They settled in civil court $10 million. The family made, I think like since 1990, $14 billion off of opiates. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't get punished for it. They just had to pay $10 million to the government, and they had to open up opioid centers around the world. But this is only because white people started overdosing. Before white people started overdosing, it was hey, shit. Nobody was to point the finger at. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing plagues our community. This is the brotherhood class. So of course we go over topics mainly about our people to get us to come together, because you don't have to believe what the ISUPK to believe to understand that crack cocaine is wrong. You don't have to believe what we believe as far as doctrine to understand that maybe we should stop getting high. Maybe every woman should go and get a man instead of trying to be a man, and then claim that they hate men at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we have the solution. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we should just come together and let's talk about what we can agree on. This is the brotherhood class. This is what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we bash the white man, because the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks. Right. You know what I'm saying? And Barakatah Yahushai for revealing that to us. In the book of Timothy, it says that day won't come until the falling away is, and that son of perdition is revealed. The son of perdition meaning like all evil and mischief. The son of perdition is the devil, which is the white man. He's behind every evil act that happens over here in America. You know what I'm saying? But he's not the face of every evil act. We are. So we're going to go over this story real quick. You can share what you got about Kashad. You can full screen it too. Or not full screen it, just make this screen bigger. Is it the bigger screen?
I could do it here. Because
yeah. So context, a brother who's the baby father to the sister in the brown, is coming to discuss things about his kids. He got his kids in the car. Now the sister is dealing with what we call a stud. And the stud is like trying to be the protector, like a man, and protect her rib from him being a threat. You know what I'm saying? So you can play it. We can rewind it. We'll run it back a couple times too. It is crazy.
Nigga on my mama, nigga.
Hey,
Mama, nigga.
what's happening? Come here, what's going on? What happened?
Get the fuck up out of here,
Crip. No. Crip, get in there. Get in there.
Run it back one more time. A lot happened fast, right?
Good.
Yeah.
If I may, right? It's like, and it's really selfish, like for the woman, it's both the woman itself, both of them was selfish, because for the girl, the baby mom, to put her in the situation to go and fight, go to war with a man,
Right.
and then for her to even go and come and pull out a weapon on a father, a man and a children,
Right.
and think there's no repercussion.
Right. And then she dropped the gun like, oh shit,
Yeah.
he shot me.
Yeah.
She thinking it's over. Like, I quit now.
Nope.
I quit. He tortured her and she died. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. But go ahead, play it again.
Nigga on my mama, nigga. Nigga on my mama, nigga.
Hey,
Mama, nigga.
what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Come here. What's going on? What happened?
Get the fuck up out of here,
Crip. No. Crip, get in there. Get in there.
You might play it one more time. We'll pause it real quick. Now, the argument is this. This is how insensitive we are to, like the priest said, we became selfish. This is how insensitive we are because we said this. Oh, that's self-defense. Oh, he getting off. She shot at him first. Yeah, see, that's we arguing about the penalty, but we not even thinking about the problem. You know what I'm saying? The problem. It's a major problem in this video. It's a major, even that swinging on my mama, that's a problem. All women, I ain't gonna say all women, a lot of our women take that masculine spirit when they bucking up to a man. A lot of our women take that spirit. You have to get rid of that spirit. Is a demon. You are not a man. You are not a man. On your mama what? What you gonna do? You come out with the back. You're not even war ready. Women, y'all not even trained to be warriors. Like men go through a process when they becoming men, where we like in our own. We are in our own league. Y'all might fight here, scratch here, but y'all not born warrior. Even sports is warfare. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not even born sports players. You know what I'm saying? So like for that, like that's a major problem. And rest in peace to the sister. But she could have been saved. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't have to die. That's a fact. She definitely didn't have to die. And if anybody in the who watches see anything wrong with this, gladly put it in the chat because this video messed my spirit up. I seen this and said, what? Because the brother is trying to explain to the man in the house. The man is asking him, hey, what's going on? He like, yo, this my shorty, and I'm trying to talk to her about get up out of here though. You think you about to get him up out of here, and you lose your life. That is a complete failure from us in the black community. That's a failure in our hands. Because why would we teach a woman to be this? Why would we co-sign a woman to be that? Why would we co-sign a man to fight for that? That man shouldn't even have been there. You got your kids in the car. I'm guessing he was coming to drop them off. And I'm guessing she didn't want him or whatever. Something like that. He trying to explain. Then he hit her with who you whipping out on like that? You know what I'm saying? Like who you whipping? Because she whipped and she was busting that thing. You know what I'm saying? She was busting that thing. I don't think she hit nothing. That's another thing. Women, a lot of y'all don't got no aim. Y'all not even built to be doing what you're trying to do. Don't get me wrong, we're not against women being defenseless. If you can get your firearm permit, shoot it, learn how to shoot it. But you supposed to be two-hand on that thing, and you ain't supposed to have the bag. By the time she had the bag and put her hand out, it was over. Then she said, I'm hit. He shot me and dropped the gun like it quit. Like it's a game. It's not no game. It's life or death. You gotta watch. And then she got the army fatigue pants on. Though everything about this video messed my spirit up. We're gonna play it one more time and then we're gonna get off of it. Go ahead. And if you could chime in. Let me see.
Nigga on my mama, nigga. Nigga on my mama, nigga.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? What happened?
Get the fuck up out of here,
Crip. No. Crip, get in there. Get in there.
Crazy. You can stop sharing that. Like, go ahead.
It's like it. And even when after that happened, you could see the girl that all started for. She first she stood and she stuck until the man said, "Yo, get in here, get in here." She was just stuck, standing, just standing there, because like you said, they're not ready to see things like this.
Nah,
They're not ready to see bodies dropping and shootings and things of that nature. They just jumping into it.
Yeah, and it really messes them up when they have to see this. When they have to see this kind of stuff, like it messes up. This is why women don't go to war. This is why they're not supposed to be at war. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing can traumatize the sister. That sister is traumatized because that other sister is dead. She didn't live, and the brother is wanted for murder. Yeah, he's wanted for murder in the first degree because he came to their house. You know what I'm saying? So like they arguing about whether it's self-defense. Half the people like that's overkill because she dropped the gun and said, I'm hit. And he walked her down. He was popping her. When the bullets was hitting her, she was jumping. Like he shot her mad time. He tore her up. And he had two hands on it like this. From the rip. Bam! He hit her first. And she dropped. Like, this thing ain't playing. You like, man, listen, man. If you got brothers and sisters that you know that's into that community, like the Most High God not gonna be with you when it's time for you to be in that situation. Because first off, the Most High God instructed you not to be that way, not to buck up against the man. The scripture says a silent. Look and see if you can find the scripture for me. I believe it's in Ecclesiasticus. Add a new tab. Type in there. A silent and loving woman. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says a silent and loving woman is a gift from the Most High. That woman was not silent or loving. Granted, all right, yeah, you with his ex shorty or whatever now. You play the cut, man. He not violent. He not about to take. He's trying to explain the situation. You probably gotta Google it first because of the old English. So can't spell it. So just type it right in the search bar. It's Ecclesiasticus, I believe 26 something. Yeah, and loving woman. KJV. Yeah, got put KJV out there. Scroll down. Right there. Yep, I said it right. Right. Ecclesiasticus 26. I gotta stop doubting myself, man. And then click the one in the bottom that one. No, down one below. Yep. You can share it if you could. Say verse 13. Oh, that whole chapter is good.
No.
Woo wee.
Is it 13, right?
14. You can share it. Yeah, you can share it too. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And then knowing this, right? Our women gotta learn to be more silent. Like it's a battle to be silent. In the ISUPK, we learn to be silent. We learn to not have an opinion over everything all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta learn. That's how you learn. You learn with your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? And it's a mighty thing. It's a strong thing to be able to control your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of our sisters, they've been taught to not have to, because when the police pull up, him did it. You know what I'm saying? Despite all the yapping you did. So and then our sisters feel bad. Then you want to be coming down there visiting the brother. You know what I'm saying? Trying to bail a brother out after you got him jammed up because you can't control your mouth. You know what I'm saying? We need to be taught these. We need to teach these to our kids. Our kids need to grow up knowing, a baddie is a silent and loving woman. You know what I'm saying? Not no ratchet, loud woman. That's not a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Nah, I'm my mama.
Is a gift of the Lord.
Nah, get up out of here.
Is a gift of the Lord.
That sister, you know what I'm saying? Like the situation our sisters is in, man, they need this. Read the next part. The next part is the most important.
And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
And there is nothing so much worth. That means a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, a Rolex, you know what I'm saying? A Birkin bag, your nails done, your hair done, your eyelashes, a BBL, your Lipo 360. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing worth more than a mind well instructed. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why it's saying a mind well instructed is talking about a sister. It's talking about a woman. Because women ain't naturally this way. They have to be taught this way. That's why it says a mind well instructed. A father, and then this is why they wanted the fathers out of the home, because a father is supposed to teach his daughter that, oh, this is how you instruct your daughter. This is how you instruct her mind. So when she marries a man, now it ain't, swear to God, my mama, get up out of here. You ain't bucking up to a man because he like, yo, he hit her, dropped her, backed up. Say, yo, who you whipping out on like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you tripping? You trying to die? Like, I ain't even come here for all that. But I'll give it to you. Like, that was crazy. You could drop that. Now we're gonna talk a little bit about drugs. You ain't gotta stop sharing. This is what you could do. You can go to StreamYard, and you can click the little arrow. Or no, matter of fact, you don't got to. Just click the first one. Yeah, and it'll put that in the back. Yeah, so we need to be instructed over again. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk a little bit about the war on drugs. Of course, you got any questions, you can put them in the chat. The war on drugs. The topic of today's class is where did drugs come from? You know what I'm saying? And what is drug addiction? You know what I'm saying? Drug addiction is this. Matter of fact, could you Google the definition for me? I'm going to explain it to you in my words and we're going to get the definition. Yep. So drug addiction is this. When you are powerless over a substance, meaning you can't stop, meaning you have to have it, meaning when it's time to make a choice, you're going to choose that drug over everything. Scroll down. Scroll back up. That one right there, drug addiction is a disease. Oh, that's deep. Yeah, give me that one. Mayo Clinic. Down, yep, that one. You could share that one instead. Now, ultimately, it's a demon. We're gonna say it's a demon. Nah, you gotta click the arrow around. Ultimately, it's a demon. You know what I'm saying? A demon is a thought process, something in your mind, an overpowering spirit on you to do something that's against the commandments of the Most High God. And drug addiction is against the commandments of the Most High God. I was arguing with a brother, a so-called Israelite, about weed. And he said, cannabis is in the Bible. The priest used the cannabis and broke it down and put it on the altar and used it for healing purposes. And he had all these definitions and all these scriptures. And I'm reading the scriptures and I'm like, this don't say that. And I just laugh. I put in it like niggas say anything to keep getting high. You know what I'm saying? They'll say anything to keep getting high, man. Because it's an addiction. You know what I'm saying? Going to it.
Drug addiction. Substance use disorder. Overview. Drug addiction, also called substance use disorder, is a disease that affects a person's brain and behavior and leads to an inability to control the use of a legal or illegal drug or medicine.
So drug abuse is when you can't control it. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, at the slave, I have brothers at the slave that come to the slave bent. I'm like, yo, how you do it? Now they gave us an example: legal or illegal drugs or medicine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we drink in the ISUPK. Yeah, we have a drink. You know what I'm saying? You'll see us with a cup. You know what I'm saying? But we sip moderately. You won't never see us fried. And if you see us fried, the thing about this place here, oh yeah, you're going to get checked. You're going to get checked for being fried. You know what I'm saying? And every brother and sister needs that checking so you can check your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because one, we are not drunkards in the ISUPK. We will break down these scriptures in season and out of season. You know what I'm saying? But alcohol is lawful to drink if you drink in moderation. You know what I'm saying? But marijuana, crack, cocaine, spike, the list goes on. These things are what they call hard drugs, because these things are not made for you to control. They're made for it to control you. Go ahead.
Substances such as alcohol, marijuana, and nicotine also are considered drugs.
Go ahead.
When you're addicted, you may continue using the drug despite the harm it causes.
What?
Despite the harm it causes.
Despite the harm it causes. Like, it's some brothers in the ISUPK that will be told you can't have a drink. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers just can't drink. You know what I'm saying? Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, if you can control your liquor. That is a superpower. Some brothers can't. You know what I'm saying? With all other drugs, you don't have a choice though. You gotta stop that. You can't do that and be in here. Go ahead.
It's like like I said, I just watched the movie last night about Billie Holiday. You know what I'm saying? And she was a jazz musician way back, and she had a famous song that the feds didn't want her to sing called "Strange Fruit."
Oh,
yeah, it's about strange fruit, about lynching.
Yeah. So, that's where that T-shirt comes from.
Right? Our song was about lynching, and the feds specifically, and they couldn't get her on the song, but she had an addiction on heroin. Wow. So they used that, like you said, the war on drugs was really I look at it like it was really war on black people. Yeah. Because like they only was coming at our people. So she had an addiction on heroin. She had to go do a year and a day, all that for her addiction for heroin. She got out, still did it. She did heroin until she died. What? But her thing was they didn't care about her doing the heroin, but they used the war on drugs to basically attack her, keep her from performing the song. Yeah. But her addiction is what caused her to be able to get defeated.
And it's crazy, they never care about our addiction.
Nope.
They didn't care about Juice WRLD. Nope. Juice WRLD made a documentary saying, yo, I'm addicted to Percocets and pain pills, and I want to stop. And they still let him keep popping them. They let him do high, record your song, everything.
It's like, if I may, that's what she said. She said, I need help. And I'm saying when she went to court, they railroaded her because she thought like the judge was going to sentence her to a hospital. Yeah. But surprised them by giving her a year and a day in the feds.
And in jail, it's more drugs.
Yep.
It's more drugs. Meaning it's more time to use them.
Yep.
You ain't got to worry about bills and a job. Well, you got a job in there, but people getting high on the job. Having episodes. It's something called EPIs we had when I was in prison. It's when you take a drug, a hard drug, and you have an episode off of it. And brother is wilding. It was one time where we had a batch that was tearing niggas up. We called it death, and it came from Syracuse. And we was famous for having the batch that's gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? And every time you hit it, you throw up. If you don't die, well, the first case, a brother really died though. Like he had cardiac arrest, and he died in the yard and got up out of there. And my man, you know what I'm saying, he ended up jammed up anyway. But my man, they end up rushing him. Before they rushed him, we knew he had it. We called it that pack. We called it death. Yo, it was a line like a child out to his dorm. And he was cleaning clock. They got him on the floor. I went down again to get some more death. And they got him on the floor and disappeared. But we on the dorm, I'm like this. I'm already trying to, cause I got a bunkie, he like a Christian, but he's trying to get me to stop getting high. So I'm sneak getting high. I'm not full-fledged getting high. I'm sneaking. And I'm in a room full of brothers. And we all got the same pack. And when I say everybody's throwing up, it's like this. Oh! 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 One brother is bugging. He's bugging. I'm like, and it's crazy because we was just in the cipher. They're like, yo, you gotta chill. So I'm hitting it like this. He throwing up. The CO come in. He like the COs are so mad because they don't have an epi on my shift. I don't really want to deal with that. So he come back, see it. We trying to play it off. The brother covered in throw up. We trying to play it off. You know what I'm saying? When I say he did an exorcist throw up. He threw up all over the whole room. You know what I'm saying? And then the police come back. So we like this. He look at everybody. He look at him. He like, damn, you high as shit. He's telling them to his face. He's like, yo, you high as shit. He said, yo, you need if somebody else come back here, you need to get up out of here. I need to get him up out of here. We like, yeah, he was what we call the cool cop. So we're like, yeah, we're going to get him up out of here. And we go. He turns around and touches the door handle. Oh, throw up on the whole door. Throw up on the whole. I'm talking about nasty throw up. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, pull the pin. Shut the whole dorm down. I'm sitting there like, yo, we got to be crazy for this. We have to be, like, despite the harm that it causes us, we still doing it. Luckily, I end up quitting. You know what I'm saying? Brock Day, how I was shot. You know what I'm saying? That was a crazy drug. And that drug was spike, synthetic drug. Like, all these drugs, if you smoking weed, don't think you better than a crackhead. If you smoking spike, don't think you better than the man that's on perks. If you popping E-pills, don't think you better than the person who taking Xanaxes. You not. It's all addiction. You can't stop. Say you ain't doing no drugs, but you can't quit cigarettes. You ain't no better because you can't stop. And when I first got into ISUPK, one of the first things Captain Zion said, and it hit home. He said, yo, we hear all types of people say they got the solution, say they got this to this, and they're going to solve this problem and that problem. No, you ain't. You can't even stop smoking a cigarette to save you. How you going to do anything to save anybody else? And it hit so hard because I'm like, damn, I've been told myself to quit cigarettes, but I couldn't do it because it's an addiction. But when the Spirit of the Lord is on you, you're going to get right. You know what I'm saying? Do not shake that spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get on you and it's going to make you want to do what's right by the minute of the Lord. And you should do that. That is righteous in the eyes of the Most High God. Keep going.
Drug addiction can start with experimental use of a recreational drug in a social situation.
So when they say social situations, they mean like, all right, we chilling, blah, blah, blah. Yo, hit this weed. It ain't, when they say experimental, it means like you just trying it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really doing it. You trying it. You taking 2 hits. You get 2 hits. That's everybody think when they first start. You get 2 hits. 2 hits, how your shit's spinning. You know what I'm saying? How your shit's spinning. You know what I'm saying? And then actually like I was like 16, 17. Girls used to bite the pill in half and give me half the pill for recreation. To show some. Everybody geeking. I'm like, oh, that half a pill turned to a whole pill. That whole pill turned to 2 pills. And you thinking I'm just blending in, being recreation is like fun. You know what I'm saying? Extra like activities, so things you do, you move it around. And you thinking that that's cool. Now, 20 years down the line, you got the thing on your hand, and you need the full thing because everything else can't settle you. So it always starts with experimental use. Keep going.
And for some people, the drug use becomes more frequent.
Now this becomes every Friday. Now it's every Friday and Saturday. Now it's every Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. To the point where you high every day. I was talking to my man, it's Monday. he fried. I'm like, yo, nigga, we used to do that on Monday? He said, man, listen, bro, it don't matter what day. Every day is Friday. That's what he told me. Every day is Friday. I said, good night. It becomes more frequent. Go ahead.
For others, particularly with opiates, drug addiction begins when they take prescribed medicines or receive them from others who have prescriptions.
Now, rest in peace to my little man. I had a little man. My little man, he was young. Like, he was way younger than me. He was like 10 years younger than me. But he loved prescription medicine. And I'm like, yo, I used to think I'm better than him because he's taking prescription medicines and I'm taking the real deal, the street medicine. You know what I'm saying? And he used to take the prescription medicines from his mom. He was popping perk 30s at like 12. He had a whole bottle. She wondering why her things keep coming up missing. He taking the whole bottle. So by the time where it gets to it elevated, they had something what they call fake perks. You know what I'm saying? So now this perk, it didn't come from the doctor. It come from the streets. It come from somebody who make perks. You know what I'm saying? But you can take it as a perk if you can't find the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And this is him explaining it to me. And I'm like, that shit don't make no sense. He's like, yeah, they fake, but they not those fake ones. Because we all know it's fake ones that can unalive you. Like, rest in peace, my brother Scream. And actually, my little man, he died from an overdose. Percocets. You know what I'm saying? A fake one. After he explained to me, like we losing a lot of people over this addiction, and we don't even, like, we look at it as pain, a way to cope. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go into the real reason why we're using them. One, because of oppression. See, oppression is the reason why we get high. It's not just because we're trying to experiment. We are so oppressed that by the time the weekend come, we need to let it all out. You know what I'm saying? It's a coke community where people that just sniff coke. And the one thing about drugs, it brings people together. It's mad weird. Drugs bring people together. You see people together that will never be together, but they got this common drug together. PCP. You know what I'm saying? They doing PCP together. They doing Spike together. We used to have Spike War. We call it Spike Wars. You know what I'm saying? It is bad. It's bad, and it's all the same. It's all the same. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's lucky, if I may add, a lot of us, especially coming home, we thought like we're gonna do Spike because we can't do marijuana.
Right.
It just shows how addicted we was to
right.
getting high.
Right.
Because we're like, yo, all right, boom, we can't get the real deal.
Right.
We're gonna get the thing that don't show up on the test. And then it was doing us more harm.
Way more harm. I remember one round we all was in the hospital. I went to the hospital. Yeah. And I told the doctor, said, are you doing any drugs? Yes. I said, yes, I'm doing drugs. He said, what drugs? I said, I'm doing Spike. In my chest, like I was having a heart attack. And I kept rolling up. Mm-hmm. I kept rolling up. You know what I'm saying? Like this drug, like we laughing about it, but it's really not nothing to play around with. Especially growing up as kids. And then the kids is so susceptible to it. Because it's not being bashed. It's not being bashed like actually weed is like cool. It's like cool to smoke weed. And they call that a gateway drug. We'll read a little bit more in there.
The risk of addiction and how fast you become addicted varies by drug. Some drugs, such as opiate painkillers, have a higher risk and cause addiction more quickly than others.
So some drugs have a higher addiction. Now, the so-called white man knows this. He knows this. So why would you think a song like this always bugged my mind? This Future song was on the radio. Molly Perkins says. Molly Perkins says. I'm like, what? And it persuades you. Then the Molly came around. And like, we in a world where a lot of people won't deny no drug. Like, I remember telling a brother about a sister I was with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, she just do every drug. Like, every drug. When it came around, she did it. And I'm like, yo, when it got to PCP, I told my brother, like, yo, I used to be like a high moral fiend. I always thought I was better than all the other fiends. You know what I'm saying? Because certain things I say no to. but I was just like all the other things. You know what I'm saying? I told her, bro, I said, I don't think it's no drug she won't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if you brought crack to her, she'd do it. And then it was a suspicion that she was doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, our people is at that state where we don't even have morals when it comes to drugs. We just trying it, keep trying it. That's why, and it's not no coincidence why it's always a new drug. It's always because we need that new thing. What the scripture say in the book of Acts, they was always looking to hear something new. Always. That's us. That's black people. Ice came. Meth. Molly. We had no clue what Molly was. No clue at all. Molly came. They giving us capsules with little dust in it. We don't know what. We putting it in the bottles. Like our people are destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have the knowledge to say no. It's warfare. This is the moral of the story. The moral of the story is drug addiction is used as a tool in war. You get your enemies high, and your enemies doped up. Now you don't have to fight them. They are no longer a threat. Threat neutralized. Now you got a whole bunch of people who would be trying to fight against you. If they weren't high, they would be saying something about these tax rates, saying something about how you putting our daughters on TV naked, getting banged out. How, like, I'm watching the show The Shy, and it's like, everybody is sleeping with everybody, and is not one righteous relationship throughout the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's like, if I may add, the addiction also causes, like you said, it allows our people. Most times, if you ask some people like why you did this, I was high.
Right.
Like, even like made Vanna and Smiley and it was just them two that got unalive, right?
Yeah.
The other ones just got shot. But yeah, just for that alone, dude was high. So like when the people was high, they're making these decisions and doing things, and this thing you know, they're like, damn. And they still don't quit.
And still don't quit. And for those who don't know, it was a situation in Syracuse where a sister, she was riding with three brothers. The sister was driving, and the brother in the passenger seat had two guns on them. And they was mixing, they was mixing the spike with the wave. The wave is PCP. You know what I'm saying? So they was lighting it up, and they fried. And he trying to talk, when you high, you in your rant, he trying to talk, and she wouldn't turning the music up on. And he like, yo, stop turning the music up. You turn the music up again, I'm gonna blow your head off. And she turned the music up again, and he shot her in the head while she was driving. And then the car crashed, and then the person tried to hop out the car. He shot them too. He shot him in the neck. So she died. He shot her in the head. The person in the neck, Smiley and Vanna, they both died. And then his brother, which was in the back seat, he turned around and shoot him too. You know what I'm saying? And when he was in trial, he told the judge they was getting high, and he was hearing voices. He was hearing the devil speak to him. You know what I'm saying? And it really be like that. And when you in that state of getting high, like you really at war with yourself. Your thoughts, like schizophrenia is at an all-time high. Who was that? Who was that song?
Sister Elijah.
Oh, that's how you say her name? Elijah? Yeah, Shalom says. Okay. I'm trying to learn how to pronounce your name, sis. You know what I'm saying?
I hope it's right.
Yeah, I think it's Alicia.
Yeah.
So, this thing ain't no joke. It's not like we laugh and joke because we black, we got seasons, so we laugh and joke. But this thing ain't no joke, and that's why getting off of something as simple as cigarettes, the vape. You got to see people on the vape. Good night. You know what I'm saying? It's like a drug. They can't go without it. Let somebody lose their vape. They bugging out. They are bugging out. What is that?
I have a problem with Facebook.
Just click remove. He keeps saying that and it's kicking. Shit. Go down. Yeah, click save changes. Yeah, so This thing is that vape thing is crazy. Like all drug addiction, it's all an attack on us. It's all warfare. This is why in the New Testament say the weapons of our warfare is not carnal, but spiritual and mighty, with the pulling down of strongholds. Meaning, like it's a stronghold on our minds, thinking that we have to smoke something. I was talking to somebody, they was saying like, you don't smoke nothing, no vape, no cigarette, no black, no weed. He said, what about the gummies? You eat the gummies? Like we in a society where we have to do something because being sober, it makes you angry. Give me that real quick. Oppression make a wise man mad. Give me where you pulled up Ecclesiastes. Give me oppression make a wise man mad real fast. Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. You know what I'm saying? Like once you put the drugs down and you put the weed down and you put the cigarette down, you are angry at the fact that your people is in the worst condition of all people on the face of the earth. And not only that, these same people are the greatest at everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, share that real quick. This is what happens when you stop getting high. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely.
No, maybe.
Surely.
Not sometimes.
Surely.
Surely. Listen to this.
Surely. Oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. This is why you see us in the condition we in when we go to camp, screaming and yelling, because we are furious. We are furious. Like Kat played a video of Al Sharpton yesterday, man. Like to not be mad at that, you have to be high. He said, yo, yeah, slavery was bad, but some good things came out of it. This is our leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will be mad if you stop getting high. And they know that. And the first people you will be mad at is them. It's them. Oh, they fed our babies to alligators? You're like, what? So they wanted the alligators for the boots and the leathers and the jackets, but they couldn't catch the alligator, so they put our babies in the water and let the alligator come. And then most time they let the alligator bite the baby so they can get it in while it's chewing. Like they did that? You telling me they skinned us and made coats and shoes out of our skin? You telling me they barbecued us? The first people you are going to be mad at once you stop getting high is them. And they know it. And that's why they walk around guilty. They walk around with a guilty conscience when they know that you ain't nothing. None of the tricks worked on you. Now your weight is getting up. You know what I'm saying? Now your face is starting to fill up. You know what I'm saying? Now the bag is not under your eyes no more. Now you actually looking at them like, yo, hold on, nah, but it was your people that did that. They're like, hold on, wait. You don't talk like that when you high. You don't talk like that when you high. You don't point the finger at white people when you high. When you high, it's come on, man. Yeah, because want to know why? The white people are the connect for the weed. Like, that's another thing. The reason why, and if you don't know, in the ISUPK, we teach that drug dealing is synonymous with witchcraft because the drug is the potion and the person selling it is the witch or the wizard. And the people using it you have a spell over them because now you need to come to them. They need to come to you for that potion. They need to come to you for that drug. You know what I'm saying? And we need to come to them. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's the Arabs. Don't ask me how I know. But the Arabs got the weed. You know what I'm saying? The Arabs got the weed. And we are slaves to the Arabs because now when we want weed, we have to go to them. It's a form of warfare because instead of going to them, we will be working out. We will be coming to class, figuring out a plan. What do we do when they stop filling up the grocery stores? We would think like this. Go ahead, finish that scripture.
And a gift destroys the heart.
And a gift destroys the heart. So now you wise, now you mad at the oppression, and they try to throw you something. And that destroys you. That destroys you. If you ain't on your game, it can destroy a wise man. You know what I'm saying? This is why we have the Lord. Slovakia. You can drop that drug addiction shit. Play this video on YouTube real quick. I got the first one. And watch how the pride of these devils.
I will tell you, Director Deutsch, as a former Los Angeles police narcotics detective, that the agency has dealt drugs throughout this country for a long time.
For decades.
He said it with a straight face. I'm the director of the Los Angeles Police Department, and I'm just here to tell you that our agency has dealt drugs in this country, all over this country, for a long time. Go ahead.
It's like if I made too, like again about the movie again, because I was shocked. I wasn't shocked. It's just that it reminded me of like the Whitney Houstons and you know what I'm saying, those are artists of today. It's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, because Billie Holiday, this was like 1940s, 1930s and things like when she got out of jail was 1940. You know what I'm saying? She died in 1950 something. But just knowing that the dude that was just hounding her and setting her up and playing drugs on her, he got an award from Kennedy. Kennedy, he retired from at 70 years old being the head chief of the FBI. Yeah, the FBI. And who was giving him his orders? Hoover.
Edgar Hoover.
That's who was giving him orders to be like, yo, she can't, make sure she don't get this song up.
Right.
And what they was doing was they hired us, black people. And be like, hey, boom, you're a part of FBI, but your job is to only get black people.
Right.
So that's what happened. And like it's like, yo, and then he got an award, like how he said, he was the head. Yeah. The dude got an award from the president.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the reason why is this. This is why they want you high. Not just so you won't fight back. It's a whole thing to warfare that we unfamiliar with in this country because we have been not at war with them for so long. It's been a one-sided war. They're at war with people who don't even understand warfare. They want to steal what you have. They can't steal what you have if you're not high. They get all these artists high, and at the end of the day, when everything's settled, the artists say, "I was jerked out of my contract." Meek Mill said he ain't get a check from Maybach Music since he first signed. He said he first signed, Ross gave him $100,000. Then after that, he ain't never see a check from them ever. He was just basically getting taken care of. Yo, this is being, you know what I'm saying? Everything is on you. Everything is he having to pay for. It's out of his pockets. He'll get like an advance. Everything, and then with his album, he'll have to pay that back. And then he end up owing. And he still owed Maybach Music. And Rick Ross explaining it like this. That's the business. Like, you think we supposed to give you free money? No. If your album don't do what it's supposed to do, then you're in what we call the rear. Now we give you more money, and then you owe more of that. So all that video, when they be like, yo, yeah, come sign me. And you sign them, and then they put a chain around their neck, and then they dump some cash on them. That's all for facade. Because they taking that money, and all that money is recoupable. Recoupable meaning they want it back. The label want it back. Studio time, they want all that for features. They paying for all that, and they want it all back. And they know for a fact your album is trash. They know you're not going to make this back. That's why they want like what we call one-hit wonders. They want those. They want one-hit wonders because they're going to dump all this bread into you, and then you ain't going to be able to recoup the money. And then they own everything you done did. The label own it all. And all that is called intellectual properties. All of that is worth more when you die. So we own this, and you never getting it back. You know how they making the beats with the old singers, and they clipping up their songs like I want to hear you love. They clipping that. Now these record companies all like they own those. They own those. So in order for somebody like me or you to get that clear, you have to pay that up front and a percentage of whatever we make after that. So somebody like her or Baby or a mainstream artist who got a lot big budget, he'll cut that check to them. But it ain't going to the person who sung it. It's going to the record label who owned it. That's why they want you high. They want to get you high. Give me the scripture real quick. I got it pulled up. John 10:10. You know it. I think it's like one of your favorite scriptures. Yeah, we got favorite scriptures. Ain't nothing wrong with us having favorite scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got favorite scriptures. Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not.
Hold on. This is important. Every word of this scripture is important. The thief cometh not. Now, we all know the so-called white man is a thief. You know what I'm saying? He stole everything. He stole our identity. He stole everything from us. Everything. And still steals it. Still continues to steal from us every day. But the scripture is telling us that he come not. The thief come not. Meaning he's not going to come except to do this. Go ahead.
The thief come not, but for to steal.
But for the what?
To steal.
But for the what?
To steal.
The thief come only for to steal. Go ahead.
And to kill.
Go ahead.
And to destroy.
And to destroy. That's why drugs are in here. That's why you're addicted to drugs. Because the thief came. Because if the thief thing came, we would have a government that said, no, it's not okay to abuse drugs. No, you're not going to. They went throughout all these cities after the opioid epidemic. That's when it hit white people. And they made what they call clinics where you can get clean needles. And then you could clean, and you could get what they call Suboxone. You know what I'm saying? So now we ain't going to sell you heroin like they really want to do. They really want to sell you the heroin, and then you can use it for free there. But you get a prescription for Suboxone. It's a substitute. You know what I'm saying? It's what they call a blocker. Now you don't need heroin. You can just get that. And they're getting high off that. So like this man strictly only wants to destroy us. You know what I'm saying? Because even really that was more so for his people. For us, he wanted us out there destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd love for us to be destroyed. And they're going to admit it. Go ahead.
I am come that they might have life.
So Christ and the law and the statutes and the commandments, the whole Bible, the whole spirit of the Most High God has came for the exact opposite. So we have a battle going on. We have the world, which is filled with drugs, sex, murder, you know what I'm saying? And then we have Christ, which is filled with discipline, law, structure, love for the Most High. Because you can't love the Most High and not keep these commandments. You can't. We're gonna prove that too. Matter of fact, pull that scripture in the last time. Matter of fact, you pull it on this time. Oh, matter of fact, finish this scripture real quick, and then
and that they might have it more abundantly.
So he came to give us life, and that we can have it more abundantly. Because right now we're not living, we're dying. Let me First John chapter 2 and verse 3. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the instructions we was given by Christ. You know what I'm saying? By the Most High God. And this is why we fall into it. Now, of course, we're gonna have to battle. Of course, we're gonna have to battle. But this is the instruction. And every black man, and when I say black, I'm talking all 12 tribes. Every black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child should know that getting high is against Christ. Getting high is against God. You know what I'm saying? And we never really, we have a feeling that it is, but it never really was embedded in us because we was always taught God loves us anyways. But if we learn that, God hates when you do that, maybe our kids won't grow up seeking to get high because they targeting us when we're kids. They're in high school. They're in middle school getting high. I know for a fact because we were. When I was 12, in middle school, in high school, we were getting high. We were leaving school getting high as a kid, a child. You know what I'm saying? And why are we able to even get drugs? Who sells us drugs? I know. I done had arguments with many of brothers in the streets. You know what I'm saying? About drugs. About me trying to buy weed. And they like, yo, bro, you too young, bro. You too young for weed. Yo, go ahead. All right, I'm going to just go to him up the street. He going to sell it to me. He sell it to you for real? I said, yeah, I spend. The kids bring in good money. Kids bring in good money because they got opportunities. A kid going to spend. A kid is what you call a runner. You know what I'm saying? He going to bring the adults that they're going to ask him, yo, you know what the weed is? Yeah, I know the weed. Yeah. Let me get 5 or 10 out of that. Or let me sit around you and let me smoke it all up with you. And then the brother who got the pack, eventually he'll just say, yo, I like this kid. And sell him drugs. Now he goes to school and he got the drugs. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy that a kid can have access to drugs. That is ridiculous. Why is even the teenager having access to it? Why do the adults like, it should be illegal for any man to have drugs for any reason. You shouldn't be able to have it. But yet you can go to that filthy Arab store and buy every drug you need behind the counter. Lucy's, all that. I don't even think I see them IDing people no more. That is a myth. Ain't no ID. What you need? Vape? What you need? Cigarette? What? Backwood? Good night. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 3.
Now, and but this the vice versa for all them people who be saying they love God. You know what I'm saying? And if they never read this scripture, bring it to them. You know what I'm saying? Question them. They're gonna question you. Well, why you hang around those cult members? Why y'all doing that? Why y'all say that Yahweh shy? What's that? Well, what is it y'all be doing? Why y'all gotta wear all black? You know what I'm saying? What? Question them. Why y'all don't keep the commandments? Why you feel like we can break the commandments? Go ahead.
Again, it's the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
No, we break his commandments.
If we keep his commandments.
Go ahead, go to the next verse.
Verse 4. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar.
Is a what?
Is a liar.
Is a what?
Is a liar.
So these pastors and these preachers and these YouTube ministers and all of that is saying, yeah, I know God. He's in my heart. They are a liar. They will not keep the commandments. They'll actually fight you. They'll fight you before they keep that commandment. They'll fight you about that pork. Nah, well, we can eat pork now. Jesus said it ain't what goes in the man that make him unclean. It's what comes out of him. See? It's talking about food. So I can eat whatever I want. Then ask him, could you eat a dead body? See, brother. See? They don't really believe that. They just want to do what they want to do. They are a liar. Keep going.
And the truth is not in him.
And they don't have the truth. You know what I'm saying? Always know that. Know that for first and foremost. If they don't keep the commandments, they don't know him. They're a liar, and the truth is not in them. Stop listening to them. Man. Stop. And if you do listen to them, purely only for entertainment. Don't listen to them for any instructions on how to get right with the Most High God. Do not. Go back to that video. We'll finish. We'll play a little bit of it. Not that one. These Edomites, man.
The American government has been accused of intentionally flooding the streets with hard drugs. The CIA and law enforcement have supposedly been funneling drugs into the inner cities and to the African American community in particular as part of a covert effort.
Into the inner cities, into the African American community particularly. Meaning they're targeting us because they are at war with us and they need us to get high. Simple. Go ahead.
It's like this is like in time, like this is like yesterday.
Right.
Like this talking about 1980s. Like this is like Like this is like now we see the generation that was born in this era.
Yes.
The parents that had the babies and what they call crack babies. Yeah. The reason, like, come on now, like, and then they just had a study showing that through your father's sperm, he passes stress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever the traumatic situation, all that he passes down to the seed.
Yeah.
Through his seed.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, okay, go ahead. We'll play a little bit.
To stop them attaining stability, building wealth, and achieving political power.
It is even African American. There's no doubt about that whatsoever.
Well, he said they did it to stop. He said they did it to stop us from building wealth and gaining political power. Like I said in the beginning, because if you're not getting high, you're going to be mad that 95% of all of our houses have lead in them. You know what I'm saying? That 80% of us don't have access to a car. You know what I'm saying? That most of us are hungry at night. Most of us go to sleep hungry. That Syracuse is the second poorest city in the nation. Good night. That will make you mad. You say, I ain't, man, listen. I had my cousin tell me, like, yo, Captain Cesariak is funny, man. He said, yo, if you watch porn, you gay. He said, man, I ain't watch it since. I said, yeah, you need a brother like that to tell you. They told me, yeah, if you smoke weed, you gay. I said, damn. It's called shock treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like shock trauma, something to make you, something extreme to make you think like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be smoking. And next thing you know, you're gonna start looking at that blunt a little different. Like, hold on, man, I ain't about to be putting no blunt in my mouth and then licking all on it and then passing it to another brother. And you know what? They right, that is gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, it's crazy. But yeah, we like this thing is crazy when you get into it. And the average person getting high don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. It ain't until you stop getting high and look into it where you find out the truth about the matter. Go ahead.
Non-African people, they should know that this directly will harm them too.
These ideas took particular hold in the 1980s with the emergence of the so-called crack epidemic. It's easy to understand how people of color may not believe the US authorities have their best interests at heart. But do these particular drug charges stick? Did the intelligence agencies actually play a role in flooding American cities with cocaine? In this episode, we're exploring whether the CIA was actually responsible for the crack epidemic and how exactly this story gained so much traction. The story of the CIA and crack cocaine doesn't actually begin on the streets of LA or Miami. It begins in the jungles of Central America. In 1979, the dictatorial government of Nicaragua was overthrown by socialist revolutionaries called the Sandinistas.
With Ross, how they was funding the war over there in Central America. You know what I'm saying? The Nicaraguans or whatever, and they was battling with these little covert under like these subgroups in America. And the CIA was like killing two birds with one stone. We're gonna destroy your people and get all of their wealth. Now, the one thing about black people that we fail to realize is we have wealth. Our wealth just don't go to us. The reason why we have wealth is because we labor. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't have real like generational wealth as far as land, government, you know what I'm saying, political power, but we have wealth as far as like consumer wealth. So our money, if it stay within ourselves, we actually will have the power to purchase land, purchase or fund the government, fund ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And they know that. And that's always been a threat. So like they'll kill two birds with one stone. We're going to destroy these people and get them fried on these drugs. And we're going to take all the money that they spend off the drugs. Because when drugs hit, drug dealers was like, I talked to the old drug dealers back in the 90s. They said 2, 3, 4 people from each hood, each street was millionaires off drugs. Millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Each block, like each hood, 2, 3, 4 millionaires. Now, 2, 3, 4 of them millionaires, you got many brothers under them that's thousandaires. Even my first experiences with the streets, brothers wasn't starving. You know what I'm saying? It was, we on the block, the car ride up, and and the first person running the car catch them. Now you got the older brothers who they already got clientele, so they don't need the car to come. So they sitting back chilling, probably shooting dice, drinking, smoking, and they let us younger brothers run up and down and chase after the cars. That changed fast. It changed fast, bro. When I say fast, it changed fast with the invention of cell phones. Because it wasn't phones back then. Like it was still minutes on phones. So we really wasn't communicating like that. Cars would ride by. It was some dude named pickup truck Bill. He'll circle about 50 times with $20 every day. Every day. You know what I'm saying? But now because the drug game is so destroyed, people barely making money off drugs. But during that time, and all that money was going back to the Connect, was going back to the CIA, and the CIA was sending it to fund a war in Nicaragua. And I'm glad to believe the government knew about it. Because they try to make it seem like it was under their eye and they didn't know, but they knew about it. They knew about it because they benefited from it. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't a part of their budget. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it goes into. So that's where it comes from. It comes from the government. You know what I'm saying? Drug addiction comes from them wanting us first to be oppressed, second to be poor, and third to have no other option but to get high. And when you see people getting high, it's because they're depressed. That's another thing that they won't tell you, that getting high is a part of depression. And when you talk to anybody, they're going to tell you, it's for my anxiety. You know what I'm saying? We all have anxiety due to being oppressed. How we going to pay these bills? You know what I'm saying? How we going to get this done? How we going to feed this kid? How we going to clothe this kid? How we going to do this? Always being in a constant state. Like the priest said, these things are being passed down genetically. You know what I'm saying? The trauma from slavery is being passed down genetically. You know what I'm saying? So with that, stop getting high. If the brother out there that I was arguing on Facebook with about the weed in the Bible, stop getting high, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just do that first. Stop getting high, like Captain Kazazar told the one dude. Stop getting high. And then this is another thing they do. They ask a brother, when somebody believes in some crazy stuff, you just ask them, brother, do you smoke weed? And they be like, yeah. He said, stop getting high, come back in 90 days, and then see if that make any sense. It don't. Nothing we do make sense once we stop getting high. We start questioning everything. Damn. You know what I'm saying? How we put cologne on, put perfume on, then get high. And stink. Then put more on, still stink. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing we do makes sense when we get high. So, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Just stop getting high. You know what I'm saying? Get in class, re-educate yourself, build yourself up, understand your history, get ready for war. You know what I'm saying? Like, get ready for war. First, go to war with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then we have a nation to build. And with that, I'll pass the class over to Priest and Officer Sabiya. Saying, yeah, we got to get war ready, man. It's time for war. The weed has to stop, man. The pills have to stop. But don't forget it.
Right. This is the security announcements. The ISUPK started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under the leadership of Commander Jimmy Yohana, who's from New Bell System. When the New Bell System come to the shore, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months where the brother and sister will call each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is commanded. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. Means 10th in the Hebrew Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you can be treasured department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests not mandatory. Whatsoever money would like. Upcoming holy convocation, you got a feast of blowing on the trumpets. That's September, 21st.
Okay.
September 21st, we're gonna have it right here at 8. If you're upstate New York, we're gonna be right here at 864 South Ave. You know what I'm saying? Blowing the shofar, which is and going to the customs. Why this is a holy day. You know what I'm saying? Also the Sabbath service. You know what I'm saying? We're at 864 South Ave, 11 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Or you could just type in ISUPK Sabbath, and you know what I'm saying, you'll see all the zones. You know what I'm saying? We all on one accord, so you'll catch the clouds. Also, you know what I'm saying, not a holy convocation, but y'all know what it is this weekend, man. Starting what, Thursday or Friday? Starting Friday, we'll be in the headquarters in Jerusalem, you understand, in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? We're hosting the annual cookout on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? If you missed last year, we had the break dance, all that. It was magnificent. Also, you already know General Muhammad is going to be doing his class on Friday as well. You know, Commander General Muhammad got something going too, so you know what I'm saying? And that's Saturday, so you know what I'm saying? And you already know nightlife on Saturday as well. So if you get there, get there. You know what I'm saying? You already know we're going to be there as well. You know what I'm saying? And also, again, like we brought out, about pay your tithes as well, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize this work that the more that we do in the ISUPK, man, you got to realize that you give it to those, you're gonna spend it anyway. Like the piece brought out, you're gonna give your money to somebody. And what is the best thing to invest your money in the peace and profits of the Most High God that is going to put it back into, you know what I'm saying, to where it belongs and build a nation. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying, pay your tithes, man. Like, it's truly, truly important. Also, you know what I'm saying, you want to check the backbone support for more information. You want to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, head on the scarf. With that, we're going to do the salute to the Akim. Min Israel Majid, which means stand. Imam Shabbat. Majid. The Rock. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatah. Turn to the Akwafin. Min Israel Majid. Imam Shabbat. Majid. The Rock. Yahweh Shema Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yahweh Matah. Clash dismissed.